this review is a bit odd as I am standing here holding the hood like this in order to show you guys the engine. This is a pretty clean engine bay. This is a 1.2 liter naturally aspirated petrol engine. It's called VTVT by Suzuki, the Japanese car manufacturer, and it's an aluminium unit, as you can see here. Just like Honda, Maruti Suzuki has used an aluminium unit. And this is the ABS sensor. Maruti Suzuki has left it open because this was one of the first cars to get ABS in their lineup. And this is where you fill up the windscreen washer fluid. And that's all. This is a pretty basic engine bay. You don't get cool stuff. I guess I need to. So this is how a 6-year-old Suzuki Ritz looks like. It's a Suzuki, not a Tata. If it were a Tata, you would have expected panel gaps, squeaky bumper, etc, etc. But yes, the build quality has been compromised since it's a Suzuki and not a Tata. But other than that, Suzuki excels in everything else, be it the fit and finish or the quality of materials used. Tata fanboys don't tell quality of materials used is better in Tata. I'm not talking about the build quality. I'm talking about the general quality in everything. Firstly, you get a bold Suzuki grille up front. The grille is finished in matte. You can see the radiator over there. And this is how the headlamps look like. There is a halogen bulb over here which can be used as a DRL. And there is a halogen fog lamp as well. And I would request Auto Potato member Monkey Boss to turn on the headlamps as well. And this is how the headlamps look like when they have been turned on. Pretty basic setup, nothing special. No DRLs, that is LED DRLs. You get halogen fog lamps, and even the indicators are halogen. And there is no indicator on the wing mirror. Instead, the indicator has been positioned over the fender. You get the VVT badging as it's the petrol variant. The diesel engine is a gem. The 1.3 liter multi-jet engine, like say no diesel engine, be it the Honda ID Tech or be it Hyundai CRD, I can compete with the DDIS. You get the VXI badging over here as it's VXI variant, and you can identify that it's VXI variant as there is no rear defogger or rear wiper washer. And it does not get any electromagnetic assist to open the tailgate like you get in modern cars. You need to open it to the full with your hand. And this is how the boot looks like. The boot is large enough, and here you get a lever in order to open in case of an emergency. So in the Suzuki Ritz, you cannot kidnap someone. So if you're planning to buy this car for that purpose, well, it's not a good choice. You get a handle in order to which you can hold and close the boot, and you get the emergency release mechanism here as well. You get bulbs to illuminate the number plate, and there is no button here. It has been covered up because it gets electromagnetic tailgate opener in the ZXi variant. There is a high mount stop lamp and there is a spoiler. The spoiler has been provided by the company. Now let's get into the interiors of the car. First, I want to show you the rear seat space in which the Ritz just excels in. Just see the amount of space offered in this car. Like say, even the current Kia Sonet does not have this much amount of space in the rear. And it gets two adjustable headrests, and the backrest can be folded in a 60-40 split. There is an umbrella over here which we won't review in Auto Potato. It does not get height adjustable seat belts for the front. And surprising thing, yes, it gets seat belts for the rear because this car is a 6-year-old car and not a 60-year-old car. And it gets rear power windows as well. And there is a quarter glass here which helps make the cabin really airy. Today at Auto Potato we are seated in an extremely special car, the Maruti Suzuki Ritz. It's a 6-year-old car and it's pretty amazing because it was loaded with features during that time. See, this car gets telescopic steering adjust, which nowadays cars like Hyundai Creta boast about. and it gets one touch down windows for the driver seat as well, which is a pretty great feature back then. And it gets one tap wipers and one tap flash in order to indicate that you are allowing them to overtake, because once you flash like this, it's equal to doing this with your hand, which Indians prefer. It gets a manually adjustable ORV. It gets an excellent air conditioner which offers an excellent flow. It's a Suzuki and it gets bone chilling AC, and it gets a defogger as well. So there is pretty much a fog that's there on the windscreen. And just turn it on. Oh my god, it's just getting cleared up. See, it's getting cleared up. The defogger is pretty much an amazing feature. It does not get any airbags. Pretty safe car. The glove box is pretty much big. It gets a 5-speed manual gearbox. It gets an air conditioner, and it gets a 12-volt power socket here where you can attach a car charger, and it can support up to 120 watt. That means you can attach an inverter here. And it gets a digital odometer with illumination, so it's pretty much high amount of readouts. It's showing 30 kilometers average. It's a Maruti Suzuki. What do you expect? The fuel economy needs to be great. Range is 70 kilometers. That means I will only require around 2 liters of fuel. I don't know what does this stick do. Don't do it just the time. The RPM meter in this vehicle is pretty cool, as it gets the one here instead of here. This pretty much looks like an aftermarket unit, but it's pretty cool. And here, I guess there is some storage space. Yes, this storage space is well designed. And this is the Pioneer audio system. Put the volume, you click radio. The audio system on this car is pretty decent. I'm playing some random song on the radio. I guess you can pause it now. Oh my god. I'm not used to this audio system, as this is not my car. It gets a sun visor on the driver's side.